We've been in Salento for not even a minute when we already got invited for our first coffee here, which was really good. The big day. It's day 365, so 1 full year now. It's just so crazy how fast this year has gone by. So considering that we're in the coffee region, we don't see a lot of coffee, but lots of banana plants and avocado trees. Huge plantations here.
So many bananas everywhere.
Finally, coffee.
So here comes the longest truck I've ever seen. One, two, three, four. So it's been a few days since we left Salento in the mountains, and after taking pretty much another day to cycle completely out of the mountains, we're now in the valley at around 1,000 meters. In this valley there are a couple of bigger cities, including Cali, and we're actually going to avoid Cali though, because in general we're not too big fans of big cities, and yeah, we're gonna take some back roads like we are right now, and it's actually pretty interesting because we're seeing a very different side of Colombia. Yeah, it's much more agriculture, much more poverty, it feels like as well though, and but it's very interesting, and I think this is will give us much more than going through Cali.
And tomorrow we're going to leave the valley again because it ends, and then it's time for cycling through the mountains again. And actually in a few days we will cross the Andes once more, and this time we're gonna cycle Colombia's death road, which is called Trampolín de la Muerte. It was recommended to us by our hosts in Bogota, and it does look very cool. as you can see, we have company. We're cycling with Gauthier and Rohan from France. They're cycling with a tandem, and we met them 2 days ago. And they've just been invited by a family in San Pedro to stay with them overnight, and then that family invited us too. So we had a very nice rest day yesterday with them, with lots of food and talking and laughing. It was very nice. And now we're cycling a bit with Gauthier and Rohan for today and maybe tomorrow. Yeah, and then we're gonna take different routes again.
Wow, this landscape is so spectacular. It's incredible. It's pretty much like a green Grand Canyon. The only difference is here it's just a canyon and it's not advertised, it's not commercial. It's just a road going through a canyon, which is absolutely breathtaking. Really incredible. Alright, it was a pretty long day today. I think 1600 meters of climbing, but with pretty good gradients, so and spectacular views, so the time passed pretty easily. And yeah, now we're in a small mountain town, a bit bigger than where the family hosted us the last 2 nights. And the rain is coming, as you can maybe see behind me. And now we just got to figure out a place to sleep. So maybe here, worst case, or maybe in the church where it would be a bit more safe. So we'll have to see. Yeah.
Gauthier and Rohan are heading towards the Ecuadorian border tomorrow already, and we're now heading towards the death road. And then it's still gonna be a few days until we reach the border to Ecuador in the Amazon.
So after an incredibly freezing and rainy and windy last day, getting pretty much to the foot of the death road, we are now yeah, almost ready for the death road. Hopefully tomorrow, although if it's pouring tomorrow morning, we might postpone one day. But yeah, we're excited, and you can kind of see it up ahead already where it's gonna start, because first we're gonna do some climbing before we then go down quite a bit. So there, into the mountains, the death road starts. So that was already the first climb.
We did it, and it wasn't that bad. The road conditions so far are very good.
It was really fun, yeah.
Much better than we expected.
Yeah, but that's always the good thing about fearing the worst, that it can actually only get better.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're going down a bit, then it's flat a bit, then we have another climb, and then we're actually going down like 2,500 meters, almost to sea level. It's,
to the Amazon.
To the Amazon, it's crazy.
Comes climb number 2, and I have to say, so far we are really lucky with the weather. Before we read that it's almost always cloudy and rainy here, and we even have sun and a clear side, so that's just great. But I have to say, it's much more traffic than we would have thought. Lots of cars and trucks. There's another car.
We made it to the top. That's 2,300 meters almost, but today we were already at 2,900 almost. But yeah, now into the Amazon, down to pretty much sea level. Yeah, exciting. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, that's cold. So we are slowly inching our way down, but it's just so rocky that we can't go really fast. And it's gonna get dark pretty soon, so we're definitely gonna arrive in the dark today. And it's actually really exhausting going down, not just because like our concentration is starting to lapse because we've just been awake since 5 and been concentrating so much all day, but also just the legs and the arms like constantly suspending, like all the impacts and our fingers from braking constantly. It's descending 2 kilometers on a road like this sounds fun, but it isn't. Asphalt.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh. All right.
Oh my god.
Well, I think we can call that the end of this video. And the end of us. We are so done. Yeah, it was cool. And Colombia in general was pretty awesome. And really nice country. Yeah, I think that why we like it so much has come through in our videos. And yeah. Bye bye.
See you in Ecuador.